Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Car Rescue. You can see the green shiny thing in the background. That's my newest purchase. My friend Donald Ray Carter, Shanks is what they called him at the drag strip. He was 54 years old or 56, something like that. He passed away, and I dedicated one of my videos of the, the $800 race truck. I dedicated that video to Shanks. And Shanks owned this car, and he owned a red Nova. But they sold his cars after he passed away, kind of like an estate sale thing. And I bought the green one back. I used to own this car. I bought this car and brought it home. And I've done a lot of work to it, put aluminum heads on it, stuff like that, and made it kind of what it is, out of a street car into a drag car, but it's still semi-street. But let me show it to you. All right, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take all the nitrous pieces off of it. I gotta take the plate that goes under the carburetor and take the tank out of it, the bracket. I've got it sold to a friend of mine. I don't need it, I don't use it. So I'm gonna sell it to him. Let's get it off of there. I'm gonna try to do this without taking all the hardware off, like the linkage and everything like that. I'm gonna see if I can raise it up. I don't know if we can or not, we'll find out. I think we can. There. That'll work. I just heard something fall. Sound like a piece of metal. I don't know where it come from, where it was. I just heard it. I think I know what it is now. It's a little clip that holds the accelerator pedal on. I'll probably have to crawl under it now and find it. Okay. Now we got to try to find that piece. I don't see it anywhere. We'll have to find one. Okay, that's fixed. And we'll start it up and see if it still runs. See if it's got a vacuum leak or something. If you ever wondered what they look like, here is the plate that goes underneath the carburetor for the nitrous. Got a line hooks in there and a line hooks in there. There we go. Got it off. Now we get the back of it. Get to the back of it and get that nitrous bottle out and then the line out. I know a lot of you are going to say, hey, get that Edelbrock carburetor off. Well, I don't have one. I don't have a Holly to put on it. I know that would make a difference, but it had an Edelbrock on it before. And when I had it, and it run good. It was running like 840s when I had it. And I never could get it down in the 80. I just kept throwing money at it. And finally I got out of it and sold it. And Shanks raced this thing quite a bit. As a matter of fact, when I bought it, it was sitting on a trailer ready to go to the drag strip. He had tied it down and he passed away on a Friday. He was going to go to the racetrack on Sunday, but he passed away that Friday, so I had to unload it off his trailer onto my trailer when I went and got it. It's a pretty clean little car for what it is. 1980 Monza, Chevy Monza. And for those of you that don't know, Monza kind of took the place of the Vega. So I'm gonna fire it up for you real quick. We call that slobbering in Arkansas. That car's got a good slobber to it. It's got the reverse shift pattern. It's got trans brake. I don't like that shifter. I didn't like it when I had it. You got to work too hard to get it the gear you want it, but it does work good once you get it down where you want it, and then just bang, 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 you're there, you know. But anyway, got Hoosier Racing Slicks, 10s, 28 by 10s. It's got a 4-11 gear ratio with a mini spool in the back. And it's got the 7.5 rear end in it. So you'd think that thing would be gone by now, but it's still holding up. 8.0 is what Shanks was running. He was trying to get 8.0, I'll put it that way. We're going to go over to the drag strip, me and Flash, and see what it'll run. Thought you guys would like to look at this. I know this is not nothing I had to fix up. I just bought it, and you may not care about watching videos of something I just bought, but we had to do a lot of little work to it. One of the main things, I changed the carburetor. I did take the nitrous plate off under the carburetor, and there's that stuff there. I've got that sold because I'm not running nitrous. I'm a no nitrous guy, guys. There's a washer. But I did change the carburetor, and I just got through for the last 2 hours putting plugs in it. Now I want to show you my friend right here. 1, 3, 5. 5. I'll never forget number 5. Number 5 was an asshole. It just did not want to come out. I had 3 5/8 wrenches. You couldn't get a socket onto it. I sawed the socket off, made it shorter. You still couldn't get it on there. And I had to put it back in with a little piece of vacuum hose like this right here. I had to put that on the end of the plug so I could twist the hose to get the spark plug started in the hole. And I tightened it up as long as I could until it wouldn't tighten no more with that hose. Pulled the hose off and then worked the rest of the way with a wrench, the 3 wrenches. So it was a booger. I hate it. I don't think Shanks ever changed the plugs in this thing. I don't think they've ever been changed since I had it. So maybe it'll run pretty good now. I don't know. I painted the bumpers black. Didn't like the looks of it. So I just left the paper on it and sprayed with aluminum paint, which is steel wheel paint's what it is. You can see some little flaws like right there. I don't know what they had on that bumper, but whatever it was like had clear coat over it, so I sanded the best I could. It doesn't look professional, but the car's not professional. It's not a professional race car either. Can't really tell back here as good as you can up front, but anyway, silver bumpers. Got the valve covers off, or one of the valve covers. Had a little oil leak right over there, about right in here. And I put a new valve cover gasket on this side. The other side is not leaking, so I'm not going to mess with it. Did want to make sure it still had the roller rockers on it. That's comp cam roller rockers that I bought when I had this car about 4 years ago, and I bought the competition cam and roller lifters also. It does have a roller cam and roller lifters. So anyway, that's what we got. We gonna put the valve cover back on it, put the breather on it, kind of cleaned it up just a little bit under the hood, and back it on out of here. Hey everybody. Well, something came up. I put this car on Marketplace for sale. And I figured, well, nobody would probably come get it till Monday or Tuesday or next week or something like that. And I'll have enough time to finish my video on it. Well, I've learned a lesson. If the guy buys it, because he's on his way here to pick it up now. I haven't even finished the video. So I was going to do a few more things to it, but I'm going to let him have it as it is. I'm not going to do nothing else. I'm not even going to get it out there and do a burnout, because I don't want to take a chance on doing a burnout, blowing the engine. Anything could happen. So I'm just going to say bye-bye. It's been good knowing you. I hope whoever gets you takes care of you. Keep your smile. Have you ever done that before? You ever thought, I'll put it on there at this price? People probably won't give that for it. But I can always go down. I can't go up. Well, I didn't have to go down, because I've had like 5 offers already. Got the cash in my hand. I want it. Well, the way I do is the first person that brings me the cash gets it. Now, this guy said, I'm 5 hours away from you, or 5.5. He said, I'll be there as quick as I can. Will you hold it? I said, I'll give you my phone number. You call me from time to time. Let me know where you're at. I said, if you don't call me, I'll think, well, you backed out on it. Well, he's already called me. He's texted me and he's called me. So he's on his way. He's over halfway here now. So He'll be here in a little bit. I might video him taking possession of it, I don't know. But I think Shanks would be okay with me selling it. I'm making a little bit of money off of it, not much. But I always make a little bit of money off my cars. Enough to cover my labor and cover me running back and forward for parts and stuff like that. Sometimes I forget about something I bought and put on the car, and after it's gone, I'll think, doggone it. Oh, that just lowered my profit, you know. So you gotta keep track of everything you spend on it. Then you gotta keep pretty much of an idea of what it costs your time, as far as your time. Now my time's not $90 an hour. My time's not even $30 an hour. My time is more like $20 an hour. Maybe 10. Sometimes 5. Every now and then I'll do it for $1 an hour. But you get where I'm coming from? I'm letting this thing go and I'm not making hardly anything off of it. But what I get to do is I get to take the money that I spent on this and the money I'm making off of it, I go get to find something else, because I got to have content. I've got to find old cars and get them running and stuff like that for you guys. I can't do the same thing every week, something different on the same car. I've got to have a different car. I got to dig something out of the weed that's got rat turds this deep. I've got spiders, snakes, whatever it's got in it. Cross my fingers and hope the transmission is working. If it starts. Hope it starts. I don't know. It may start, may not. But I get burnt sometimes buying stuff, and there's no way I can get my money back out of it. Sometimes I get a deal and I make the profit, but that pays me back for all the times that I took a loss. So it works its way out. You got to take the good with the bad. That's what I do. So anyway, folks, I'm not going to bore you with my boring talk. I know you want to see me working on cars. I'm cleaning this one while I'm talking. But as soon as the guy gets here, I'm going to ask him, does he want to be on video? If he does, we're going to video the entire process of him buying this car from me. So stay tuned. We'll see. If I don't show you no more video, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. And I want to say thank you to those of you who have not subscribed but watch my channel. We'll try to dig up some more old junk, clean the rat turds out of them, get them started, and get them back on the road. We're going to save them from the grave at Dead Car Rescue. Now I can relax. What's your name, sir?
Neil Pirtle.
Where you from?
From Stockton, Missouri.
Stockton, Missouri. Steve May. Glad to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
You're going to be on YouTube on the next video.
All right.
Let's go look at the car.
It's green.
Hey, you can't hide it. I know that. All right, just look it over, and anything you want me to tell you about it, I'll tell you.
Start off with.
See, right there, it's in there. Now you got another latch right there. This is the first time you've ever seen this car.
Yep.
And he just drove, what, 5.5 hours?
Almost 5.5, yeah.
5.5 hours.
Yeah.
And you race over where?
Mocan, Missouri-Kansas line over to Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Okay.
Just barely in Missouri.
Have you got a race car?
My son does.
Okay.
He's got a 77 Camaro with an LS in it.
Okay. Okay.
But he's been after me to get one because I used to run some, and I've been helping him on his. It's a Chevy.
Yeah, I don't even know. I guess it,
Intake leak.
yeah. This valve cover here was leaking, and I put the new valve cover gasket on it,
Yeah.
but I didn't change that one.
Now, what make of heads are those?
I can't even remember.
The
I
Ronda,
gave
yeah.
I gave $1,200 for Summit. That's what I paid for them, and they was ready to go. And they had the bigger runners in them, and I was told to get those, and that's what I went and bought.
You hear it run?
Yeah, get in it, just turn the key on, pump it a couple times, and fire it up.
Well, and it's got a type.
Huh?
And it's got a type.
Yes, sir. Right there on the dash. Well, all right, well, let's end this video. We got a deal?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, there she goes. She's got a 5 hour drive. About another 5 hours, he'll be back home, maybe 5.5. And the little Monza, well, it'll race again. That's what he said he's going to do with it. Thank you everybody for watching the video. It's kind of different, I know, but you know, like, we do what we got to do around here. Thank you to my subscribers. Appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, this is Steve with Dead Car Rescue. God bless you, and good night.